like and subscribe. Have you ever been genuinely disturbed by a movie scene, horror or otherwise, to the point you cannot watch the movie again? And which movie? Schindler's List. Pretty much the whole damn thing, but there is a scene where the Nazis are picking out women to see who would live or who would die, and the older women were doing their best to look younger so they wouldn't die. One of those women looked just like my wife at the time. I was horrified and enraged at the same time. The scariest part is that, if we are not careful, that can happen here. In college I had a film class and we watched a Spanish movie where a plastic surgeon's daughter was raped by a boy, and so she jumps out of a window killing herself. The father then abducts his daughter's rapist, forces him to become a woman surgically, and then molests him. I understand why it was shown, but the acting and cinematography was a little bit too realistic. It was really hard to watch. Hereditary. I felt shocked to my core, and traumatized for days after the scene of the child death. Something about the way they did that scene was sickening to me, and how the son just went to bed after the accident and the parents apparently just wake up to find their daughter's headless corpse in the car. Presumably. Doing a complete 180 here, we have Brokeback Mountain for how devastating and heartbreaking the story is. Literally makes my chest hurt, and puts me into a depression to think about that story. How innocent Jack never got their happy ending, and I hate sad movies like that. I feel like, even though it was just a movie / book and Jack and Ennis aren't real people, that story probably matches countless people's stories in the LGBTQ community, who never got to live a life with the one they loved due to bigotry and hatred. I don't watch horror movies, really, because I already know I can't take them. The thing that was breaking The Handmaid's Tale for me was when the woman gets mutilated as a punishment for being lesbian, and gives off that blood-curdling scream. I just quit. I also didn't want to continue Game of Thrones after I thought Ramsay would catch Sansa and that other dude after they tried to flee. I was like, nope, I'm out. I'm not doing another round of torture porn. And my asshole husband didn't tell me they'd make it when I asked him again and again, because he thinks spoilers are some sort of religious transgression. I'm so disappointed in myself that I ended up finishing Goatee because he talked me back into it. I loathe people who refuse to give spoilers *when I explicitly ask for them. Requiem for a Dream. It is not graphically violent like some of the other movies and scenes listed, but watching the Aratuso lives get destroyed was just so emotionally disturbing to me. I cannot believe nobody has mentioned Midsommar yet. That bear scene did some damage to my soul. The whole Era relationship falling apart thing was also insanely accurate and hit way too close to home. Areas to capture those uncomfortable, gut-wrenching feelings way too well. For that reason it is an amazing movie that I will never watch again. Yes, Last House on the Left has a rape scene, and it disturbed the hell out of me to the point whenever I think about the movie it makes my stomach turn, and I want to be sick. The last time I watched that movie was about 8 years ago. I just can't handle stuff like that. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I had no idea what it was about, and went to see it in theaters. I sat there during the anal rape scene with such fury and tension in my entire body. Several years later I finally figured out it was due to my PTSD. To this day, I refuse to watch any shows or movies that have rape scenes, or have my partner there for protection, if one comes up. Any kind of torture porn or realistic surgery scenes and I'm out. Watership Down. Rabbits getting buried in their burrows. And TBH most of the rest of the movie. Mother. Specifically the scene with the crowd carrying the baby. The entire movie makes me upset by that. I'm scene, man. I did not have a baby the 2 times I have watched it. I now have one, and I don't think I'll be able to watch that movie ever again. The tendon cutting and scene in Human Centipede 2. Never again. It has been a while. Don't know, some of them cut their hands and juice the blood to make their cheeks look redder or something. Or was that a different movie? Same movie, same scene. Good eye. The skin I live in. What the? What? Oh my, you just reminded me of a very similar French-Canadian movie called 7 Days. It was a book about a man whose daughter is raped and killed, and so he abducts the murderer and keeps him in a cottage, and tortures him for 7 days. The book was disturbing, but the movie is just horrible to watch. It does no juice music, and it makes everything way surreal. Hereditary is actually based on a true story from 2004 with different details. DUI decapitation horror. https://www.snooze.com/news/DUI decapitation horror/ Ari drunken driver ran off the road and sideswiped a telephone pole support wire, decapitating his best friend, who was hanging out the passenger window, police say. John Kemper Hutchison, 21, then drove 12 miles back to his suburban Atlanta home early Sunday and went to sleep in his bloody clothes, leaving the headless body in the truck, police said. He was so drunk he did not even notice what happened. Horrific. Came here to say Hereditary for the child death, but also that one scene of the mother smashing her head into the ceiling repeatedly trying to open the attic drop down. That was impressively scary.